Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me and shit.
That's what they do in wrestling. They trash talk all the time. Has he never watched wrestling in his life? Oh my god.
No bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for myself.
You're not standing up for yourself. You look like a clown.
Because I'm...
Chat, welcome back to a new video today from Omizi. So first of all, I saw this situation on Twitter. It was like Rampage Jackson's son was doing some wrestling promotion, and he was just absolutely beating this dude, like actual hits. Like, we know in pro wrestling they do fake hits sometimes, but it looked like he was hitting this dude really hard, and he had to go to the hospital. And Omizi just happened to drop a video about it, so I thought, why not react to it? Alright, let me switch screens. Alright, here we go.
You!
First of all, I want to say, you could tell it's a planned spot because the referee let him come into the ring. But first of all, that first hit just looked crazy. And he's just pounding on him. Like, he's not even holding back. Like, if you see the original video, he's going way overboard.
You gonna get banned for it?
He did get banned for it, as he deserved to.
It was really bad?
That's what I was saying. They said it was bad.
I hope it was staged.
I mean, yes, it's a spot, but he obviously went 10 times overboard than what he was supposed to do.
Because sometimes people do hardcore.
Oh my god, I wish I could say that was the dumbest thing that's happened on Kick streaming in a long time, but let's not forget about the situation that happened last week. So
Kick's just collecting these L's between poor John, I can't even say his last name, but the French streamer, and then this wrestling thing. Oh my god.
we can say that this is the second stupidest thing, and we've got to talk about it. So that was Jackson, the son of Rampage Jackson. If you don't know who Rampage Jackson is, I can put him safely on the list of top 10 scariest men I know. Like, he's up there with Genghis Khan, Mike Tyson, Raja Ghul, and whoever else you want to name.
Never heard of him before. I did look him up before this. I saw he was on TNA. I never watched TNA. That's a little before my time. But then again, I didn't watch WWE until like 2016.
Just like everybody else in 2025, they want to get into streaming, but they don't understand what streaming is. I mean, clearly you would think that a mix between wrestling, which we know to be staged, and streaming, which we know to be staged, would land better results. But my God, people just don't understand. They want to be as extreme as possible. So when I saw this video of this young man knocking this guy out, punching him, and seeing and hearing that he had potentially ended this man's life, I know that sounds crazy, but that's literally how the whole world saw it.
That's true. I did see a report that he had passed away, but that is not true.
Knew I had to do some deep diving and some researching as to how we even got here. Why are they streaming in the first place? And what the hell is happening on Kick, the platform? I think it needs to be understood that Rampage Jackson himself was quite the extreme UFC wrestler. He's a personality. Some of it can be very, very inappropriate, but even his tame stuff lets us know that he is a very, very wild boy.
Notice I'm being good around her. There was no motorboats here. I'm not even looking at those titties.
What? Excuse me?
I'm keeping my eyes off them. Not even looking that way.
I would say congratulations because I do think that you put on a good performance
That's creep behavior. I'm sorry.
tonight, but that was good. Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting the cameraman is the hubby.
You did that in front of her husband?
But let me shake your hand. When I shake your hand, the titties jiggle.
In front of the husband is insane. Not only do you have to be out for your rocker to be a UFC fighter, but the added personality of Rampage Jackson just means that he had a clear second career as a Kick streamer lined up for him once he retired. And as the old saying goes, like father, like son. So it makes sense that his offspring would be just as wild as him, making for a seemingly entertaining duo that everybody would want to consume on their free time.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah, seems like they fit in over there a bit, because that would not be allowed on Twitch at all.
I like your tattoos.
Son, stop flirting with the nice lady.
She look good. You look very
listen, son,
good.
don't be respectful. Don't be disrespectful. Don't flirt with the lady at her job.
My bad.
Listen,
All right. Have a nice
you can't
day.
flirt with every beautiful woman you see.
Yeah, he was just flirting with that reporter's and the cameraman's wife, at their job.
Sorry, she look good.
You trying to impregnate grannies and stuff now? I'm worried about you, son.
One of the new trends that I'm noticing in streaming is that everybody has a side character. And it's not to be disrespectful. Kai's had a plethora of them, you know, Rakai, Ray, Little Rodney's son. Agent has had Marcus, Waleed, Caleb, all these people in his content. Duke has always had Davo. Phantom has always had his cousins. And to an extent, DDG
I thought it was exposed that cousin was not really Phantom's cousin.
has had Dub. Some of the best things about comedy are that B-man, that person that brings that content out of the A-man, and they both get their recognition and their clout and their fame and stuff like that. Rampage and his son, though, have a different dynamic. Not only can they bring the funnies out of each other, but there is that father-son element that can also bring the serious moment that has people entrenched into the content even more.
I'll get you like a beautiful Asian wife.
No, it didn't work for you.
Because of you, I sacrificed my marriage to get custody of you. That's why it didn't work. She was like, ain't no kid living in my house. I was like, fuck that. I'm taking my son. Let's go.
I mean, that seems like a very hard situation. That your wife doesn't want a kid from a previous relationship to live in the house with his father. That's horrible.
Because of you. So you can't troll me on no. And his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So
I'm sorry, he did not just say that he saved bail money for his first two kids and his Japanese kids he saved money for college. Despicable.
don't fuck with him.
W father-son dynamic? I don't know. But this is where that father and son dynamic gets misconstrued and leads them down the path where Raja takes his rage out on somebody else and knocks a man out clean cold. The only way that you'll understand what happened is if you understand the dynamic. There's stuff that happens when you're a part of a family. You get the funnies off that only your family members can get off.
I ain't gonna be cooking for 3 days.
You ain't gonna cook for me for 3 days?
Nah, not 3 days, bro. I don't have 3 days. Today, that's it. It's today. I got you today.
No.
That's a little weird. I cook for my parents all the time. It's me and my mom that mostly cook, and sometimes my dad, but that's very weird.
What about all those years I fed you, nigga?
Nigga, you fed me ravioli and shit. I'll feed you
That's food.
ravioli and shit too.
I don't know how to cook.
Exactly.
I did the best I could, son. I was a single dad. I don't know how to fucking cook.
Yes.
How you gonna be a fighter and not eat meat? Do you know how frustrating this shit is? I don't understand you, nigga. I don't understand you.
This all started with the bullying gimmick, and the problem with the bullying gimmick is that it only exists if both parties are aligned with how far we're going. Now, that's easier when you are siblings or easier when you're related to get off, but because Rampage Jackson's son and the pro wrestler were not aligned in a father-son relationship, the bullying could only go but so far before he actually snapped.
Wait, so you're telling me for views they're bullying each other? That's whack.
Before we even got that far, it started off being something simple, you know, amateur wrestling doing amateur wrestling things.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, hey, I think that's a
Was that a beer?
Oh, you don't. Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
You see, I think I figured out where the miscommunication came in. You see, the thing about wrestling is that it's fake. And I know I hate to burst people's bubbles, but we have to have this clear and quite transparent conversation. Wrestling
Understood. I watch wrestling every week. I know it's fake.
is fake. So when the beer can gets smashed onto Raja Jackson's head, the other wrestler is assuming that he's going to sell it. He even goes as far as saying, "Are you going to sell it?" This is him
I didn't even notice that, but he did no sell it.
acknowledging that, hey, we're promoting the fight. Like, I can see that you're live. We're trying to drum up some audience like they do in WWE where they cut those different promos. Like when Booker T comes on and says, "Hogan, I'm coming for you, nigga. That is selling it. That is selling a fight. That is promoing.
my God.
But the difference is that one, Raja comes from the streaming world where he thinks that everything is real, even though it's not. Two, he comes from the UFC world where everything is absolutely real. And three, streaming has rotted people's brains. Like, there's no other way to actually put this. The fact that he thought that, that was real, the fact that he thought he broke that can on his head was real, is just a
Like, I have no words. He couldn't tell that that was fake.
testament as to how far we've gone in streaming. It is just so stupid that he can't even see that this is him.
Like, streamers do fake stuff to hype up drama all the time. So why would it be weird when he does it for a wrestling match?
Trying to promo and sell a fight at a wrestling match. Is he idiotic? Psycho Stu is the wrestler in question, and it's quite interesting because he apologized to Raja multiple different times, saying that, hey, I thought we were cutting the promo here. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Rampage. And so
No, bro.
Go ahead.
Shake the man's hand. He's apologizing. What's wrong with you?
Stu, this is all good. Because he always think it's a work, dude. So fucking feel that.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's going to all work out, dude.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were
I get it.
I need to really hammer home and establish the fact that Psycho Stu thought that this was fake. All 100% of this was fake. Because what happens next makes everything seem like a lie from Rampage Jackson's son Raja, and it makes it feel like he was really emboldened and empowered to make this like some sort of real situation. He goes on to say later on in the stream, knowing that he would be jumping into the ring at some point during this fight, that the promoters allegedly told him, yo, get in the ring and actually start hitting this guy.
Okay. There's absolutely no chance that the promoters would say that. No chance. No chance. What's the phrase? I can't think of the phrase. But there's like a phrase in wrestling where someone goes out in business for themselves. Like, they'll do what they want. Like, example, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair. When Tiffy decides to bring up Charlotte's 3 failed marriages during a promo. It's like that. Or when a wrestler stiffs you. Stiff as in actually hits you back. Seems what he decided to do on his own.
Tell you guys this, they told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch. No, they didn't tell me to fake hit him. They said I could hit him for real.
That's an absolute lie. They would never say that.
Yeah, they allowed me to hit him for real.
That doesn't sound right to me. Now, as crazy as this is about to sound, I've actually been to wrestling camp. I've been in wrestling school and stuff like that and learned the ropes,
Excuse
no pun
me?
intended, from semi-pro and professional wrestlers before.
This is what they did. This is what they did earlier. So I'm gonna throw you on the rope and then I'm gonna do this, but you duck it.
Okay.
And that's gonna be the start of it. But we just gotta feel each other out, right?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, all right.
So what the heck?
Shouts out to Sniper Jones and Blackjack, my friend at the wrestling school. But I say all that to say, and I show that to show that wrestling is choreographed.
It is. The two wrestlers usually meet up beforehand and say, we're going to do these type of spots. They may call out some stuff in the ring to do differently, but they don't just say you can punch someone.
It is fake. It is something that you have to talk about beforehand. It doesn't work where a promoter tells somebody something, I don't believe. Somebody as a wrestler on one side has this thing in their head, I think he made that up, and then the person that's getting the damage inflicted on them doesn't know what's going on. That's just not how it works. The reason why it doesn't work is because you get this real life bloodied mess. Now, I can't show the full clip on YouTube because there's actual blood in this. I can leave the uncensored version up on my Patreon, but just know that Rampage Jackson's son beats this man until he is bleeding.
He hit him so many times, unwarranted, and the dude's not hitting him back at all.
We're talking about a 6 foot, 200-pound plus kid who's been training in MMA from a Rampage Jackson. Those aren't just regular hits straight to the face, no defense. That's crazy.
Motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody playing with me and shit.
They probably bit you because you were acting out of control and kept hitting him after he was not moving on the ground.
Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit.
That's what they do in wrestling. They trash talk all the time. Has he never watched wrestling in his life? Oh my god.
Not no bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for myself.
You're not standing up for yourself. You look like a clown.
Because I'm tired of everybody playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We're leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious.
Yo, pro wrestlers, they don't mess around about protecting each other.
Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't
Let's
give a
go.
fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Oh, they will.
Oh, he has actual issues. Instead of taking accountability for the man that he had just left in the ring, bloody as hell, he starts to blame everybody else for the situation. People bullying him, people jumping him, people biting him. Yeah, they're doing that because you don't understand that this is a skit. This is staged. And partially, that's not your fault. I don't know if those people that were the promoters actually told you that. I'm really inclined to not believe so. But also, you come from the world of UFC where things are actually real. Even though in UFC, there is a limit to which, you know, you would normally be punching somebody. Any good fighter would know to eventually come up off of a person, so I can't really give you that there. The only thing that I can really blame is like the streaming culture as a whole.
It's an ego issue. He has an ego. He felt disrespected, so he decided he wanted to disrespect him back, which was totally inappropriate.
Making you do these degenerate, outrageous things to the umpth degree. You didn't even look like you pulled punches on that man. I really hope that y'all watch this video on Patreon because he never pulled any punches.
He didn't. He was just swinging on him the whole entire time.
When you punch in wrestling, it is a pinky and a forearm. It's this type of motion. No, Raja went in with a full, just untouched fist. And I know he's actually crazy because even in UFC, there's some sort of wrapping or gloves around the fist. No, he just went straight, closed fist, bare knuckle. He didn't even care if he hurt it himself in that situation. That boy has actual problems.
He clearly has anger issues.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
You didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it very much.
I'll call you back later.
Raja only gets remorse for the situation after he finds out that the dude is still not able to be woken up at that point in time. Now, Rampage Jackson does clear up some misinformation, and we do get slightly more information as to what happened in the situation. Rampage Jackson's Twitter says, I want to clear up the misinformation about my son, Raja. I've been confirmed the wrestler, Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, is awake and stable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. Raja was told that he could get his payback in the ring.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He went into business for himself. That's what he did.
I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and has no business involved in an event like this.
I can 100% agree with that, and he should stay away from pro wrestling.
I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close.
Stop making excuses for your son. That's not an excuse. He shouldn't have done what he did. He went too far.
To physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will be making a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and
No, your son should apologize. You should not be apologizing for him.
to kick for the situation, which is good to know. It is followed up by the organizers of the fight from Sean Ross. Says, based on what I've heard, the spot with Raja Jackson at Knox Pro Wrestling was planned. However, Raja Jackson knocked the person out. Ring name, Psycho Stu, and followed up with a lot of heavy punches to Psycho Stu, which were not planned to do that kind of damage. Stu was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. We are working to find out more and have Stu in our thoughts. I mean, it's...
And that is... I follow Sean on Twitter. And that's how I know about the situation. Like, it's wild.
Good to hear that Stu is okay. Nobody should have to endure some stuff like that. I think that there needs to be real conversation between Rampage Jackson, his son, and any pro MMA stuff, let alone his professional behaviors on camera. Like, at the end of the day, before anything started, when you body slammed that man into the ground, you knocked him out unconscious. That should have ended anything that you had going on alone. I understand mistakes happen in wrestling, but you slammed him. You recognize that he's unconscious. Cool. There's no need to follow up with even a singular punch. But maybe you go in with one punch. Why go in with 20 more punches and
20?
then somebody attempts to pull you off of the dude, which was supposed to be in the script, and you don't come with it. No, you break free and continue to punch him. You have serious issues. I don't care what happens as they prop up Stu going forward as an Army veteran. That stuff is warranted. And honestly, if it does something to make this guy Raja seem like a worse kid, hey, those are consequences of your actions. And at the end of the day, I've always got to blame the platform that allows this stupid stuff to continue to go.
Kick.tv. They have the wildest stuff on there. Like, it's one thing if you have a regular wrestling show, but
on. I don't know how much more damage. I'm talking about real life damage at this point. We're not talking about fake damage. We're not even talking about accidental damage. We're talking about real life harm that is happening on Kick, and it's going unregulated. This stuff could have been and should have been checked a long time ago, well before they got into any of this. He's physically talking about punching the dude for real. They didn't cut the Kick stream halfway through, and it's crazy because I know the Kick moderators are watching this. But based off of last week's actions where JP, the French streamer, dies, and this week's actions where Rampage's son goes on a rampage, I can only hope that Kick comes out with like strenuous and rigorous like rules. But other than
I agree. Kick definitely needs to change their rules. I saw this dude got banned, which he needs to be banned. Because that was crazy. Like, it's one thing, he knocked him out with the slam, whatever it's called, proceeds to punch him, and then when someone pulls him off, like the script said he was supposed to, he's supposed to chill. Instead, he went back for more, and he hit him 20 times while he was unconscious. Like, I really hope that Stu dude's okay, and he has no lasting damage from that, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully Kick will change some of the rules. Probably not. See you next time. Bye-bye.